guys! So I've been watching the Olympics, and it's always amazing to see these athletes competing at the top level from all over the world. And behind the scenes of the world's most prestigious sporting event is ever improving technology, making the Olympics not only entertaining, but also an opportunity for new innovation. This year, the Olympic website has released several articles, as well as an AI agenda document on the technology and specifically AI advancements that are being used. I'll be pulling mostly from these official 2024 resources for this video, but I'll also reference the past two Olympics as well. For the 2024 Olympics, a large experimental use of AI is to monitor and block hateful online posts in order to protect the mental health of these athletes. I definitely think this is a great application of AI, as it's going to immensely speed up the tedious process by monitoring thousands of accounts for offensive phrases or images in 35 different languages. In a test run with only 122 player accounts, 2 IOC, that's the International Olympic Committee accounts, and a little over 17,000 posts, the AI flagged 199 posts as possibly offensive, 49 of which were verified as offensive by a human team. The head of the Sports Safe Unit at the IOC, Christy Burrows, said, quote, "The use of AI to protect people from online harm is a great step, but the challenge in this space is that it's not just an issue that affects sport. We all have to work together to really make a change and to create safer online spaces." So I think the technology has a great possibility of helping cut down the time it takes to review these posts, as long as all the flagged posts are verified by a human team like they did in this experiment. The Olympics AI agenda also states that it has a deep focus on AI ethics. On that topic, I'd ask, would all Olympians necessarily want all social media posts that were offensive to be blocked? And what happens if the Olympics definition of offensive does not align with an athlete's? Comment below what you think. In the 2020, 2022, and 2024 Olympics, 5G streaming is an innovation that continues to be used to bring the games to millions of screens. It was originally tested in 2008 Pyeongchang and expanded over time. The opening ceremony for the 2024 Olympics was actually recorded on Samsung S24 Ultra smartphones and streamed live, demonstrating both the quality of the cameras and the 5G connectivity. And impressively, the sailboat events also have smartphones attached to them, giving viewers an immersive. Another AI application, motion tracking technology, is going to be used during events like cycling, marathon, and triathlon to help viewers and commentators keep track of different athletes. The AI agenda from the IOC also mentions how AI could be used to track the motion of athletes in events like gymnastics and minimize any bias from judges. So this could mean a lot of changes. Judging in a split-second sport like fencing is often difficult. Often judges will ask a point to be replayed multiple times, and the decisions can often lead to outrage or frustration. AI's inclusion will have to be carefully balanced and monitored, but I think that it holds a lot of promise to improve the judging. Just like how the electronic suits worn by the fencers, called lame, help judges determine the winner of points. Since we're on the topic of technology, let's talk about the Esports Olympics, which took place in 2021 and 2023. I definitely remember seeing a lot of backlash online and a lot of jokes being made about how none of the esports were actual games played in competitive esports. But at the time, I didn't really look into why. And so it turns out that the reason that those games specifically were chosen were due to more popular esports, such as Valorant, League of Legends, etc., being too violent. So basically, only games that were about real-life sports and that were not violent were allowed. But that still seems to leave some options. FIFA and many others are best-selling and iconic sports games. FIFA specifically, I think would have been really good if we're looking for a globally recognized sports video game that isn't violent. It spans multiple continents in terms of popularity, is relatively popular, and soccer or football is arguably the most popular sport in the world. But the main reason we got lesser known titles like eBaseball Powerful Pro were because of the lack of regulations. There was no existing committee for esports in the Olympics, so that limited the choices of video games they could use, and they picked games that would keep the IOC happy. To quote the Global Esports Federation Vice President Chester King on the 2023 Olympics, "We've got to make sure all the stakeholders in the IOC accept it and like it." I think it's definitely a shame and a missed opportunity, and this was the main cause for a lot of the backlash. I also think the way that esports were handled and talked about in the Olympics has a lot of implications for how video games are perceived by the general public. I'm working on another video about this, which should be out in less than a week from now, so stay tuned. If you guys enjoyed this video, comment your answer to this video's question and make sure to subscribe. In the resources below in the description, you can see where I did my research and read more. I definitely recommend checking out the AI agenda from the IOC. See you next time!